Hello there. In this video, I am going to give you 5 super phrases that will help you if you are taking IELTS, and it will help you start your answers in the IELTS speaking section and also begin your task 2 in the IELTS writing section. So these 5 phrases that I'm going to give you are phrases that will help you begin your answers in such a way that you stay on track to get the high band scores that you're looking for. As well as the phrases themselves, I'm going to give you several examples how these can be easily adapted to use in the various questions you might face in IELTS itself. By the end of this short video, you're going to be in a situation where you should feel confident in beginning the answers using these phrases. This will also help you in your confidence in achieving IELTS success. So, let's start. Now, just before we start looking at these super phrases, I would like to show you something and also explain. I am assuming that everyone taking IELTS wants to be successful. I always get my private students to set their own goals realistically on what is possible. And quite often that goal of IELTS is to achieve a band 7 or a band 7 plus. That being said, if we look at this graphic here, this is the band descriptor that sets out the speaking requirements for band 7. This is the guidelines for the examiner to score the candidate. I would like you now to look at what is required in the Centre Lexical Resource Requirements. The candidate must show some ability to use less common and idiomatic items. If a candidate cannot use these, then they cannot achieve a band 7 in speaking. It's that easy. So these phrases I'm giving you in this video will definitely help, and I would also recommend you follow my short videos to use relevant and easy to use idioms. So I hope that's clear. Now let's move on. So here we have our first super phrase. But let's look at these two first statements. In my opinion, that's a very nice way of starting an answer also. Or I believe that. That's another good way of starting an answer. But in my opinion, I believe that. That is an extra special way of starting an answer. Just let's look at some examples now.
In my opinion, I believe that traveling broadens our horizons and helps us learn about different cultures. In my opinion, I believe that it is important to eat a balanced diet to maintain good health. In my opinion, I believe that exercising regularly is essential for maintaining physical and mental well-being.
The second super phrase, from my point of view, is another very good way of starting an answer.
From my point of view, education is the key to a successful future. From my point of view, teamwork is crucial for achieving success in the workplace. From my point of view, volunteering is a great way to give back to the community and make a positive impact.
Super phrase 3. As far as I'm concerned,
technology has revolutionized the way we communicate with each other. As far as I'm concerned, music has the power to evoke emotions and create memorable experiences. As far as I'm concerned, the government should prioritize investing in renewable energy sources to combat climate change.
super phrase 4. It seems to me that.
It seems to me that environmental conservation should be a top priority for governments worldwide. It seems to me that social media has both positive and negative effects on society. It seems to me that social media has significantly influenced the way we communicate and interact with others.
Super phrase 5. I would argue that.
I would argue that reading books is more beneficial than watching television because it enhances our imagination and language skills. I would argue that learning a second language opens up doors to new opportunities and enhances cultural understanding. I would argue that studying abroad provides valuable opportunities for personal growth and cross-cultural understanding.